stars stretch and bend and break, then silence. For a moment, I'm nowhere, in between, everything. And then, Galaxy 6, another name I can't pronounce, but a place I now call home. For now. As the ship descends down onto the planet, I see it. Torn metal, split in two. What's left of a massive freighter scattered across the ground below. It's like the sky tried to swallow it and changed its mind halfway through. Half buried in silence, it tells a story I'll never fully understand, but I can feel it. Something went very wrong down there. Not far from it, another wreck. What used to be a starship, now just scorched metal and silence. I've already flown past it, but the feeling lingers. Something happened here. Something bad. Dusty terrain. The sky? A soft, surreal pink with streaks of white cloud drifting like ghost trails. 24 degrees. Not bad. But the radiation sits at 6.0 and the toxicity? 9.9. Doesn't burr yet. But it hums beneath the surface, like the planet's holding something back. From up here, the view is brutal. A massive freighter torn in half. Its insides spilled out like mechanical guts across the valley floor. Not far from it, a downed starship lies broken and silent. You start to wonder what happened here. A battle, a crash, or something worse. The kind of silence that lingers too long. The kind that makes you feel like you're being watched. And then, something unexpected. A group of creatures in the distance, two large, one small. A family, maybe. Their bodies hollow like something carved them out. And their heads rose like blooms. Very strange. Haunting even. But there's something peaceful about it too. Like nature's trying to make something beautiful out of all this wreckage. I stop for a moment. Behind me, the planet stretches out in all directions. Dusty skies, broken peaks, a place that feels forgotten. I make my way toward the wreck. The name etched into the hull reads, Owl of Beauty. Sounds poetic, like whoever flew this ship believed in something. Or maybe they just had a flair for the dramatic. No life signs detected, no survivors, just silence. I stand there for a while, letting the silence speak. The wind kicks up the dust. The wreck creaks ever so slightly, like it remembers the crash. Maybe they came here looking for something just like I did. And now, all that's left is a name, and a story no one will ever hear. And then I see them. Fish? No, something like fish. But there's no water. They're jumping in and out of the dusty ground like it's the sea. Gravity's a bit confused out here, or maybe they just never got the memo. Either way, it's one of the strangest things I've seen, and I've been given milk by a space dog, so that's saying something. I walk slowly to the cliff's edge. No ridge, no climb, just endless dust and silence. And then I see it. The freighter, split in two, resting like some fallen titan in the dirt. Its wreckage stretches out below me. Quiet, haunting, like the planet decided to keep a secret it could never bury. I try to grasp the scale of it. This wasn't just a ship, it was a city among the stars. How many lives once moved through its halls? How many dreams did it carry before crashing into silence? No distress beacons, no escape pods, just gone. It makes you wonder, did they vanish before the fall or after? Night falls, and the galaxy changes with it. Above me, the sky burns with neon green light, beams of energy cascading through the stars like whispers from the void. It's beautiful, but it doesn't feel like light. It feels watched, like something's up there, looking back. Maybe this planet remembers. Maybe it's trying to tell me what happened here. I've walked across a dozen worlds, each one stranger than the last, but this one feels different. The silence here isn't empty, it's heavy, like the planet's holding its breath, waiting for something. Maybe it's the wrecks scattered across the land. Maybe it's the sky that glows too bright for night. Or maybe it's just me, losing track of time and purpose. I didn't set out on this journey for answers, but sometimes I wonder if the answers are following me, just out of reach. This galaxy, whatever it's called, isn't just a pit stop. It feels like a message, a memory, a warning. A creature that looked like a snake, but instead of slithering, it just bounced, like a spring-loaded shoelace possessed by caffeine. I've seen a lot of weird out here, but this one takes the biscuit. Naturally, I did what any seasoned explorer would do. I offered it food, because nothing says intergalactic diplomacy like snacks. Sometimes I wonder if this journey was ever really mine to begin with. The signal, the name, Dr. Konnichiwa. It felt like a breadcrumb trail laid across the stars. But by who? And for what purpose? Each galaxy whispers something different. Some whisper warnings, others regrets. But this one? It's quiet. Too quiet. Like it's waiting for something. The Atlas built this universe, or so the legends say. But lately, I felt something else watching. Something that doesn't follow the Atlas's rules. The skies shimmer with light that doesn't belong here, like the code behind the simulation is fraying. Still, I move forward, one planet at a time. Not because I'm brave, because I'm curious. And maybe because deep down, I'm afraid to stop. They told me this galaxy would be quiet, peaceful. But I've learned that silence doesn't always mean safety. Sometimes it means the universe is holding its breath. Since the beginning of this journey, I've followed a trail of strange signals, fragmented data, buried coordinates, and a name that keeps echoing in my logs, Dr. Konnichiwa. I still don't know where it came from, or why it feels so personal. Each time I arrive in a new galaxy, I expect answers. But instead I find ruins, wreckage, and more mysteries. Just hours ago, I saw a downed freighter, massive, torn in half like the planet itself reached up and dragged it down. No survivors, no clues, just silence. And yet, I can't shake the feeling that these crashes, these abandoned ships, they're all part of something bigger, a test, or maybe a warning. I keep thinking about the creatures I've met along the way. Rolling orb animals, mutated space dogs, plants that slap you, and now, fish that swim through the dirt like water. Every galaxy rewrites what I think I know. But one thing stayed the same. The signal keeps calling, pulling me across the stars, like it knows I won't stop, like it needs me to reach the end. But what if the end isn't where the signal wants me to go? Dr. Konnichiwa. That name wasn't in any database, no known registry, not even in the archives of the anomaly. And yet, it's me. My name, my voice. It's as if the signal wasn't leading me to something, but awakening something inside me. Memories I never lived, code I never wrote. I'm starting to think I wasn't sent on this journey. I was built for it. And every step forward is me becoming who I was always meant to be. The signal, it's back. Not loud, not clear, but there. A faint pulse in the static, almost like a heartbeat buried deep in the code of the galaxy. It doesn't come with coordinates this time, just a warped tone, almost musical, like a lullaby played backwards. And somehow I know it's meant for me. I try tracing it, but it shifts, fractures. One moment it's coming from the stars, the next, the ground beneath my feet. It's not pointing towards something, it's wrapping around me, like it's testing me, watching how far I'll go. This whole journey, galaxy to galaxy, base to base, I thought I was leading it. But what if it's leading me? Like I'm the cursor in someone else's program. Like I've been walking a path written by something that knew I'd follow it. And then I hear it, just for a second. A voice. Not words, just a feeling. Regret, loneliness, urgency. It cuts through me, like the signal is more than just data. It's someone, or something, trying to reach me across time. I check my systems. Nothing. No log. No anomaly detected. But I know what I heard. I've always known. This signal, it's not a call for help. It's a challenge. A breadcrumb trail pulling me through galaxies like a thread through the eye of a needle. There's something ancient about this planet. Not in age, but in presence. Like the ground remembers footsteps from a time before simulation, before the Atlas. As if something, or someone, once stood here and looked to the stars, just like me. I don't know if I'm chasing a truth or running from one, but I keep walking. Every galaxy, every world, adds another piece to the puzzle. I don't even know what picture I'm trying to complete anymore, just that I have to finish it. A distant hum rises beneath the planet's surface. Could be tectonic shift, could be a buried machine, or maybe the signal trying to speak through the soil. I pause, close my eyes, and for a moment, I feel weightless, like the simulation stuttered. Reality flickers, just for a second. The sky pulses, the stars skip a beat, and then everything snaps back. It's subtle. If you weren't paying attention, you'd miss it. But I caught it. The universe glitched, and I was the only one who saw. I place the base computer down, another mark etched into the stars. The hum of its startup echoes across the silent terrain, like it's waking something long forgotten. This isn't just about survival anymore. This is a breadcrumb trail through the void. Each base I place is proof I was here. Proof that I made it. One more galaxy down, one more signal closer to the truth. I don't know if anyone will ever find these outposts, but I like to think they'll tell my story long after I'm gone. Now comes the ritual, time to build. It won't be much, just a structure to keep the winds out and the radiation down, but it's mine, a home in a place the universe forgot. Every base I build marks a chapter in this story. It's not just shelter, it's proof I was here. Proof that someone stood on this planet, looked up at these stars, and dared to keep going. Some travelers chase riches, others fight for glory. Me? I leave behind structures, lonely outposts in forgotten galaxies, a breadcrumb trail through the void. Every base computer I place is like a message to the unknown. I'm still here. I haven't given up. I'm still searching, still following that impossible signal, hoping it leads somewhere that makes sense. The bases keep me grounded. When the journey gets long, when the stars blur and the galaxies start to feel the same, I return to these small beacons of memories. Sometimes I wonder what loneliness really means out here. It's not silence. There's plenty of noise. It's the absence of familiarity. No voices, no faces, just me and the hum of my exosuit. I used to think the stars would feel like company, but after a while even light can feel empty when there's no one to share it with. But maybe that's why I keep building, because even if no one ever sees these places, I'll know they existed. I keep hearing things, not voices, just static, little distortions, like the universe is buffering. I'll place something down, then blink, and it's already done. Moments lost, or repeated. I can't tell anymore. Sometimes the stars above flicker in patterns. Morse code? A warning? Or maybe I've been in space too long. Every glitch, every whisper, every strange signal, it all goes back to that name. Dr. Konnichiwa. My name, but not my voice. I wasn't supposed to see that message, but I did. And now, I can't turn back. Not until I've reached every galaxy. Not until I've found the truth. If this is all a simulation, then who's simulating me? The strange thing about building in a place like this, it's not the terrain or the materials. It's the feeling that I've done this before. Not here, not on this world, but somewhere. A base on an icy ridge, another one buried beneath ash and dust. I see flashes sometimes, memories that don't belong to me. They come like dreams, blueprints half finished, a beacon set down beside a mountain I've never climbed. Is it my past, or some other version of me in another simulation? The Atlas built all this, a machine, old and forgotten, still running the code, still generating worlds, lives, copies of us. Maybe that's why I build, not to survive, but to leave echoes, to remind myself that I was here, that this version of me mattered. Every prefab room I place, every wire I connect, it's more than shelter. It's memory, forged in steel and stone. Somewhere out there, another Dr. Konnichiwa might be building too. Or maybe they already finished. Maybe they made it all the way to the end. But me, I'm still here, one base at a time, one galaxy at a time, searching, wondering. And as this structure takes shape around me, I feel it again. That signal, faint, buried, waiting. I've walked through galaxies filled with storms and silence, faced creatures I can't explain, followed a signal I barely understand. But this is a moment of stillness. Funny how a simple couch can feel like an anchor, like a place to finally be for a second. Not to explore, not to survive, just exist. I don't know how far this signal will take me. I don't know what's watching or waiting. But right now, I sit. And for a fleeting moment, I let the galaxy spin on without me. This story's far from over. If you're still with me, thank you. Hit that subscribe button and come with me to the edge of the stars. Next stop, a new galaxy, a new unknown.